Be a lot easier for you to get to the bottom of the Niagara Gorge. They're installing a new piece of transportation there. Rachel Elzafan has more.
Good morning. That's right, Desiree. It is an absolutely gorgeous sight here. I want you to take a look behind me where you can see the sun coming up this morning through the Niagara Gorge. Just a beautiful view. And for a long time, you could actually only get to where I'm standing now if you hiked from downstream, but that is no longer the case. And this is all part of a new attraction at the Niagara Falls State Park. Joining me to talk about that is Angela Birdie. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So tell me exactly, how does this attraction work? This is all surrounding an elevator that actually has a bit of history to it.
Right. Well, we're at the old site of the Shelkoff power plant that, if folks around here remember, in 1956 it had collapsed into the gorge, and for years it sat dormant. A few years ago, when the Maid of the Mist needed a new place for their boats to winter, they came here and they were able to construct this facility, which is just marvelous, and it's given us a whole new access to the gorge. Part of the construction included the restoration of the original elevator shaft that was used at the power plant. So after months of painstakingly clearing that elevator shaft off, there's now elevator access down to the gorge, which is fantastic because, like you said, for hikers who make that hike and then at the end of their hike the dogs are barking a little bit, they could elevator right on up. And for fishing access, it's wonderful. And I think most exciting for us is that school kids can come down here now and get this close to the gorge. Disabled folks can come down and have gorge access. It's really a wonderful new amenity here at Niagara Falls State Park.
And one of the really neat things, actually, I believe you just saw the Maid of the Mist boats, is that you can get right up to them. This is actually where they're stored in the winter, and apparently this season too.
Well, overnight they stay here, and then once the operating day begins, they move back down to the traditional location where folks know that they board the Maid of the Mist in the state park proper. But in the wintertime, they actually come up onto this concrete patio that we're standing on with this crane that's behind us, and it's really an engineering feat. And I know that they've won awards for the work that they've done here, and we're grateful to the Maid of the Mist for the investment here and to Governor Cuomo for his support of this project that, most importantly, kept Maid of the Mist operating here in New York State. So it was a win-win all around with the Maid of the Mist and the access and the opportunity for visitors to Niagara Falls and for local residents to get down to a place that has been previously off limits.
Now, from what I understand, the creation of this was actually all a part of creating and creating or restoring the elevator to get here, a part of the creating a facility to store the Maid of the Mist.
Right, that was the paramount opportunity. Was the Maid of the Mist needed a place, and so you had to get down here, so they had to get this elevator going. So they've been gracious enough to let us have access to it as a park amenity, and now it's a new attraction, and folks can come down here. Right, the trolley drops off right in front of the elevator as part of the Gorge Discovery experience. It's free to come down. Elevators are open, 8 o'clock-ish to 7 o'clock at night. We have the hours here, and we encourage folks to come down and check this out.
Angela, thank you so much. And we're going to talk more about the history that led to this, more about the old power plant ruins that you can see from right here. Live in Niagara Falls, Rachel Elzafan, 7 Eyewitness News. Desiree?